Good morning. I'm going to make a beef stew today, and I've got a rump roast here that I'm going to use, and I have browned it in this iron skillet, got it seared. Clip that over there so it'll stay out of my face. I've got it seared, and I'm going to cut it up into pieces. And make stew meat out of it. Can you see what I'm doing? Just in little cubes. I've sprinkled some salt and pepper on it, and I also have sprinkled some of this beef stew from McCormick's seasoning. Oh, that meat looks so good. Just cut this up in little square pieces. And I'm going to cut up some vegetables. I'm going to put some potatoes and carrots and onions in there. Oh, this meat is wonderful. Larry and Michelle bought a beef from the Amish. And that's what this is. This is a rump roast. I'm not sure about the pound on it. I couldn't tell because it didn't really say. just about done here with the meat. I have a little bit of water in the bottom of the crock pot, and I have it heating up, but I will add beef broth to it. I'm gonna sprinkle some more of this beef stew mix on it. I had some on the top of it. I'm going to put this in here. Spin it around. Now, doesn't that look delicious? Okay, I'm gonna do these carrots and peel them, cut them up in pieces, and I'll show you how I'm gonna cut them up. Rinse this board off, and then I'm going to turn it on the other side to use it. Forgot about I have to cut up the vegetables. This will be clean, but I'm just going to turn it over until I can get it scrubbed better. And then that way. Okay. Here we go. Now, you can't see me. I'm going to cut the carrots, kind of julienne. one potato cut up in here, and I'm going to cut up this onion. Okay. I'll go ahead and put that onion in there. And get him out of the way. Now you can put other seasonings in here if you want to. You don't even have to put that seasoning in, but it's just got a lot of things in it. And you can add garlic to this, whatever you like to put in your stew meat. And I do have the crock pot already on and heated, and I sprayed it with Pam. And it will not stick as bad with that, but it would be better if I would have had a crock pot liner, but we will manage. Get the carrots done up first. I don't even think you can see what I'm doing. Maybe you can. Just get the top layer peeled off. And I always cut the ends off. I'll do this last carrot, and then I'll do some potatoes, and then I will get off, and I'll finish doing them and get them in the pot. But I wanted you to see what I was doing. Okay, now, on the potatoes, let's see, where did my knife go? I'm just going to peel part of it because I like the peeling on there. You can leave it all on, or you can take it all off, whatever you like. If there's any bad places, I always take those off. But I like a little peeling on there. Now I'm going to slice that down the middle. Turn it over. cut it in about thirds. And then do the same for this one. And cut him in about thirds. Now, we'll put these all in the crock pot. And then I'm gonna do some more. I'll get off the camera, do some more. And then I'm gonna add some beef broth to it. And then I'll get back to you a little bit later on when I do some other things to it. I'm gonna add some flour, and I'll probably mix it up with the beef broth to make it thick, to have a little thickening in it. So, doesn't that, oh, that's gonna be really, really good. And I'll be back after a bit and show you what's going on with it. Bye-bye. Oh, I'm back. And I've had this on for 5.5 hours. And the meat is absolutely tender and delicious. And it looks wonderful. And I'm mixing up the broth of the beef broth and some flour, and I'm going to add to this so it'll have a thick broth to it. Trying to get all the lumps out of it. And I used 1/2 cup of flour, and then I filled the rest of and I'm going to put that in there in the bottom that's not mixed up, unless I had a little more broth. Then I'm going to let this cook for another 30 minutes. And let it get thick. Oh man. I added some celery to this too for flavor. I'm going to take out a piece of meat here and show you how tender it is. It's just, and I will come back when this gets thickened up and cooked some more in another 30 minutes. And absolutely melts in your mouth. It's wonderful, wonderful. I'll be back after a bit. Can't wait to eat it for supper. It's gonna be so good. I'll be back soon. Okay, I'm back again, and I shut the crock pot off 30 minutes after I put the flour in it, and I have it on just warming right now. I'm gonna taste it again, because it looks so good. I just wanted to tell you, I heard from some of my friends, and said they had been watching my videos, and I told them to be sure and get a good laugh out of all of them, because sometimes I'm just just me and I'm funny, whether I'm not trying to be. But you can all have a good laugh. And I hope you enjoy my videos, but I am thankful that you're watching. And I started doing this because my grandchildren wanted to know how I made things, and my daughter said, well, why don't you just do some videos and then they can watch you. So she started putting them on YouTube, and that's why I'm doing them. Not because I'm a professional or think I'm the better cook than anybody else, because I'm not, but I just like to show people how I make things, and if anybody has any good things to tell me about how they make things, I hope they send me a message about it, and I'd be glad to read it. So anyway, I'm gonna taste this. I know it's still pretty hot. The potatoes and carrots, and there's a little piece of onion in there. This is delicious. The meat is just so tender. I can't get over how tender this meat is. Like I said, they ordered a beef from the Amish, and boy, is it ever good. So good. So, that's what we're having for supper. You may call it dinner, but we call it supper. And I think I may stir up a little cheese biscuit with just a mix. Have that to eat along with it. And I'm gonna try to get back on here again tomorrow, and I may have some helpers. I hope I do, if things work out. You all have a good evening. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.